Hi there and welcome back to the History of Fleetwood Mac. I'm Anita, and today I just want to wish you a very happy Halloween, one of my all-time absolute favorite holidays. My actual favorite is St. Patrick's Day. You might have heard that before, but I can't really celebrate St. Patrick's Day the way I like to celebrate Halloween. I mean, actually the house can be pretty decorated. It used to be once upon a time full of green and shamrocks everywhere. I just like green. I'm a little bit Irish, but I love green. But Halloween is really just the holiday. It's the right time of year. It's that mood. A lot of people jokingly refer to it as Stevie season, and that's not really a joke. That's kind of the true thing. There's no bad season for Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac, but it really does just seem to be the Stevie Nicks kind of holiday and time of year. And with that in mind, being it's Halloween, is I had a couple things just here and there. One of the things that kind of started me on this whole idea to just make a little Halloween special was a picture that I found of myself. There's actually two of these, and I'm really bummed out I can't find the second one. It's just of me. But this was of myself and a girlfriend of mine, October 29th, 1983. And on the back, it's my friend and I dressed as Stevie for Halloween. And, you know, my mom's like needle pointed things. I still have this little cat. I don't think I have the pumpkin anymore, but she made kind of like a mobile thing, but I still have this little cat that my mom made, like a needlepoint thing. But my mom dressed my friend up in like belly dance wear, kind of like as a little gypsy urchin, and or I think that's what I'm supposed to be. But I had that dress, that little skirt, and those boots back then, and I just thought I was so Stevie-like in the time, but I just thought that was kind of funny, and I love this picture. It reminds me every year of just really getting into her and immediately wanting to be Stevie Nicks every single year, dressed in my finest gypsy regalia. So that one was mine, dressed as Stevie Nicks, imitating Gypsy before going to the Halloween dance. So just kind of a little snippet of the past and showing you, again, just exactly how long it's been, I mean, dated and everything like that, you know, to go to be into Stevie. So just kind of funny. Some of these pictures too, you know, I've shown you some. These are some outtake ones that are not really a thing, and they're not really Halloween, but that, you know, for a lot of us, that just really reminds us of Halloween, just with kind of the spider web decal. And I think I had shown this picture as well. Just really kind of a cute, you know, Halloween motif. And again, of course, the things that really remind us of Stevie, you know, being Halloween, there's so many, and I'm going to go over a couple of them, but these are some pictures that I'm not sure that I showed when I went over the Tusk era shots, because that's when I believe these were taken. And these, again, are Richard and Moss photos. I don't think these are particularly Halloween, but you'll see a reason why later. Stevie loved these little finger type things. There's a special name for them. They're Oriental nail type decorations. Just kind of a prominent thing in like the 30s, I want to say, 30s and 40s. So there's that one. This one. And then this one is a bad copy of one that's out there. I don't think it's the same. Could just be this one the other way. I don't think so. But the reason I show that is because I have this picture of Stevie wearing those same things, and this is definitely, I would say, a Halloween night for Stevie. So that's kind of why I brought these up, because, you know, even though this may not be Halloween, she's wearing these things definitely for a Halloween outfit with the little witch hat, and her makeup is different and such. So just a little Stevie Halloween type thing. Another cool thing I have gifted to me by a friend. I had all this here in order, and now I have misplaced it. Wouldn't you know it? Which is a cool little thing. And again, just a Halloween thing. There's no photos or anything like that, but this was a really, really cool Halloween, which was a Halloween party Bette Miller put on, I think, yearly for quite some time. And this particular year, which was 2006, Stevie Nicks was the starring singer. So this was a really cool little brochure from that time. No pictures or anything like that. And unfortunately, it's got this little mar on it. But again, Stevie Nicks is the entertainment. Not even really sure that I have any photos from that night. I'm sure that there are, It's more likely possibly that there's a video and not anything, photos. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. And I don't think Stevie Nicks like dressed up or anything like that, especially as she performed. She might have donned a witch's hat or something like that. But I just know for a lot of us here that, black cats and witches hats, pointy hats and such like that is just such kind of a Stevie Nicks kind of thing. And so it was really cool that not only did Bette do this, for charity and everything else that she did. It's a Bette Midler and the New York Restoration Project welcome Halloween 2006 at the Waldorf Astoria in New York. But just a really cool little brochure, and I'm really grateful. This is a really fun thing I'm really grateful to have. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I should maybe find some pictures to go with it, or maybe I'll just end up putting it with some of these ones that I have already, just kind of as a Halloween themed page or something. Additional photos that I have, and these are really funny. These came again from Kane. I've said Brian and George several times, and now I'm just having a brain fart. These were from him, and these were, can't even tell it's Stevie, but they are. Being goofy with a silly mask. I'm not even sure that this as well was also on Halloween or anything like that. I have no confirmation of that. I know it's from Tusk era, but I just think it's adorable. Stevie playing around with the hat, or with the mask, I mean. And then there is this kind of thing in the background that looks like witch's hat, but maybe that's just decor. Maybe it's a candle or something. I'm not sure who a lot of these women are. I know obviously Sharon here, and that's all. The only reason I know it's from Tusk is because that pass. So Sharon, Stevie, and these two girls, I know but I just cannot place their names. But just the girls playing around. So again, kind of in the Halloween theme of things. A super cute photo. It's just adorable. They're just clowning around like that. Then we have this little picture, this little random thing I came across as well. Stevie at a party. I want to say that I'm going to guess this is around 86, 87. Again, both gentlemen with her. I know, but I can't, don't ask me to name them. Clearly, I mean, and as soon as when one of you puts it down in the post, I'm going to be like, duh. I mean, of course I knew that's who that was. Ruiz, I just can't think of this guy's name, but this guy's with Stevie quite a bit around, I want to say around really more like Other Side of the Mirror era, that he's with around her a lot, but I could be wrong. Maybe this is that time. I think it's around 86, 87, but maybe it's closer to 89. But clearly, again, a Halloween or, dress up party of some kind. In the books of Stevie, that we have this, again, just kind of clearly made, this great part in, the Mick Fleetwood book where, he mentioned Stevie being the most beautiful witch. And we all know how Stevie loves and hates that. She has a love-hate with the whole witch thing because of, the connotations. Stevie always jokes about being the silly kitchen witch, crashing into things, which I think is hilarious. One other thing I wanted to show in there, because if you saw an earlier video, I had shown a really cool picture that was unseen, and that would be this one that I just showed of Stevie Nicks and Rupert Holmes. That's who this is, I think. Rupert Holmes, I'm pretty sure, at a Halloween party. Did I say Bruce Hornsby in my last video? Yeah, I don't know. Because I just made that video not too long ago. So you'll obviously see it before this one, but it just is dawning on me. Crap, I think I might have said, I'm going to have to go back and watch that now. It's dumb. I think it's Rupert Holmes. Anyway, there's that picture, and I was talking about in my video how uncommon and rare that is. And in the book, I forgot all about the fact that there was a picture of Stevie with Mick from the same night in that costume. Then, of course, we have Stevie and Mick, although that's from a video. Mick is dressed like this many a time before. It's kind of the Mad King. But what I really wanted to share with you, and I don't think I had shared it in the right time frame of the videos that I was making, was this fun picture that is in the book. All my little bookmarks here of the band playing around with the Conehead costumes. Let's not look at this one here because this is so PC. This isn't right here. Let's just block those out. You can barely see Stevie there. But let's just look at this one. Let's just focus on this one here. So these Polaroids were taken up by Mick of Stevie, Christine, John, and Lindsay. And these are the Polaroids that were used in the Mick Fleetwood book. 1978 Fleetwood Mac party, Halloween party at Lindsay's house. And then far left, Coneheads here. And I just wanted to share with you guys, I have the original Polaroids that were in the book. We have the John Polaroid, seen in the book, but color. And you can see this is the little stickers on the back of each thing marking whereabouts in the book and about how large they'd be. And if you see, they're kind of about true to size. Then we have the Christine one. Again, with a little sticker on the back. We have the Lindsay one. Sticker on the back. And last but not least, we have the adorable Stevie one. So yeah, so I meant to show those, and I think I might have discussed them when I was talking about the that era of that time and having them, but I don't think I had shown them before, and I just thought it was kind of cool. Somebody had these on one of the groups that I'm in, and I jumped on the opportunity to own them, and I couldn't be more grateful. It's not a clear shot of Stevie or anybody really, and they're playing around, but they're just really unique. And the fact that they are from the book, obviously the only ones, and having the originals means everything, as I've discussed. You can also kind of see, unfortunately, some of them are coming apart. I'm even hesitant to put them in a scrapbook page, although I ought to, just so that they're down and flat. But I just try to keep them in a little, kind of like a little CD envelope for the time being. But yeah, so that's my little Halloween special with a few photos. There are tons of photos of Stevie in concert. She's done many concerts on or around Halloween time where she's adorned a little cute little witch's hat, or somebody's handed her one, or a crown or something like that around Halloween time. And I would have loved to have found some. I know that a couple of my friends have taken some, and but those are their pictures. And maybe if I have anything, I don't think I've seen Stevie on Halloween or around that time. I've seen other acts, plenty of other bands on Halloween night, but I don't think ever Fleetwood Mac or Stevie. But in the event that I come across something like that in the future, obviously with permissions, I'll ask somebody if I find something like that to show. But again, I just thought this was a cool little Halloween piece, and enough photos to show, and a couple things that I don't think I had shown at the time. But I hope you enjoyed seeing the few things I did have, and I hope you have a safe and happy Halloween. If you dressed up or went out or did anything, please regale me with stories, as I am confident while you're seeing this, I'll be doing absolutely nothing with my parents, greeting the potentially 3 to 6 trick-or-treaters they will have all night. We'll have a big-ass bowl of candy, and we'll probably be eating most of it ourselves. There you have it. Thank you so much for joining me, and everybody have a great night. We'll see you next time. Bye.